welcome to the Cottage. I am Babs with Cottage Rogue. This is my 41st floss tube, and wow, has this month just simply flown by. Oh my goodness. Welcome subscribers, welcome followers, and welcome newcomers to my channel that's predominantly about cross stitch. And I do have some March stats here. Now last March I managed to do 2 new starts, 2 finished objects with a total of 6 whips. Out of 14 days, I did 3,969 stitches. And a lot of that was back stitch because I do have, of course, my finished object. I still need to iron it, but it will look like this ultimately. There's some rings in there, but look how cute. Isn't this adorable? This is called Take Time. It is a Dimensions kit, one that I had from back in the early aughts to 2010s. And I love it. I think it's so cute. And this is one where you can see here the backstitch absolutely makes or breaks it. Otherwise, this shell wouldn't be here. This shell wouldn't be here. This wouldn't look like I mean, the backstitch makes this, that's for sure. It's not fully finished yet. I mean, you can see the back here. You gotta lace it, put felt or whatever. But I want to iron it first because there is this very faint ring right here where I had this hoop before. But this is ultimately, like, this is how I want it to look. And then it's probably going to go up in my hallway that's right behind here. So we'll see. But I love this. I think it's super cute. It was a quick stitch. And, you know, actually pretty decently quick back stitch as well. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. I loved it. I have to say, for March Whip Go, I did manage to finish up my number 3, which was a vintage. Of course, this was in that category as well. For sure. And my next project here is I have the lovely Poison Garden Stitch Along by TinyModernist. I have 2 of the 4 parts completed and fully backstitched. Oh my gosh, look at this. So there were mistakes, all right? I have made multiple mistakes in this. I can tell you backstitch covers a world of hurt. Absolutely. I think the last time you saw this, it just had this purple highlight on the bottle. On the second bottle, and no backstitch. That's about it. So yeah, I really love this. I love the different shading in the various bottles, how the bottles are differently shaped. I love this little face of the mandrake and also the little booty as well. I have to say, I laughed out loud when I was stitching the booty of the mandrake. So cute, so cute. Oh my gosh. So this particular piece was stitched on 36 count linen called Frankenstein by BeStitchMe, done 2/2 full cross. I love this, and this is a perfect fabric, perfect background for a whole bunch of potions. Now there are 2 more potions that are already out as of the 15th of April this month, and it's going to be on this side. So I'm stitching this with a friend, Brina, and she has started on the March section right here. So that's going to be my next thing. I'm going to do my best to try and catch up to her. So we'll see. Regardless, I do want this to be a finish this year. So I am going to keep this out and continue working on it. Up through and including the end of the stitch along and beyond until it is finished, because I love this. I think it's so cute. How pretty. Oh, you can kind of see through this fabric too. Yeah. I love it. And this pumpkin's so cute, but I love this mandrake. Really love the mandrake there. Absolutely gorgeous. TinyModernist patterns are so much fun. I really enjoyed them. And the one thing I've noticed, though, is that almost every single TinyModernist pattern that I have and that I have stitched on and completed, I have a minimum 1 error on it. I don't know why. I don't know why at all. It's not like there's a lot of like space between different sections and a lot of counting or anything. There really isn't. So I don't know what my issue is with that, but they always end up looking so pretty. And then I just know it's my unique little bit of me in there, I guess, you know, safe from being turned into a spider. Now my moon stitch along that I do every single month is right here. This is called Verdant Reverie by Sprouting Lupine. And I worked more on the moth here. All of these little white portions here as well. And the ginkgo leaves down here too. And I'm going to have to eventually end up moving this hoop. Once there's actually a whole bunch of little like fireflies in here. So I need to stitch those, get that back stitch in, and then work on finishing this moth because there's still some space, although it's filled out quite a bit. And this little bit right here is the beginning of the second moth. So I am super excited. This was a Midsummer Stitch exclusive almost a year ago. And it's been really fun to stitch. So I am still on track. I only pull this out once every full moon. And I need to stitch, I think, just under 600 stitches at a time, between 500 and 600 stitches. So I try to get at least 500 stitches. I'm going to have to up that a little bit. I'm going to have to up that a little bit. That's okay. But I love this piece. It is so gorgeous. This is on a 20 count Acorns by BeStitchMe. Stitch 1/1, full cross on Ada. I think it's so pretty. And then down here, it's going to you know, we have the gradient of like the bright oranges in the fabric. It's going to go down to like a darker brown. It's so dynamic and I'm very excited for it. So yay. And May is going to be a special month because we're going to have 2 blue moons. So I am very excited about May as well. I could get 2 stitchy days in there. And then Verdant Revelry is on course to be finished this year in December. So amazing. I'm very excited. And I actually have 2 more whips that I have worked on. This next one is my yearly stitch, or I guess I should say it's my seasonal stitch. And it is called Spring Seeds by JedXStitch, aka Jessica Doize, stitch 1/1 full cross. This is on Scroll 20 count Ada, also by BeStitchMe. And we're doing the whole seeds series. So starting with spring, and then of course goes summer, fall, and winter seeds as well. And I've done a little bit here. Of course, we have my little croak here and managed to get some more fun motifs. And this is the start of the larger croak's umbrella, which I actually stitched when it was like thunderstorming. So I'm like, hey, that works for sure. So I love it. This green right there is so vibrant. It is so pretty. So I am stitching this along with Tanya from Dances with Floss. So I believe she is much further along, and it wouldn't surprise me if she's finished it already, because this is a quick stitch. Like right here, this is like 0.01% shy of 15% already. So I am excited for this. So just whenever I get a chance, usually on lunches, I'll just do a quick, like, I don't know, 1,500 stitches and then move on to something else. And then some nights I pull it out too as well. But I love that. And you can see the little face there, the little back stitching. Yeah. My month has been full of back stitch, which means I don't get as many, numbers of stitches in, but I get a lot of back stitch in, and I say that counts for sure because it's still like embroidery. So that works out. And then my last whip that I have been working on right now is called Stack of Critters. It's by Makiko. It is a Dimensions stocking kit. And let me just pull out what it's going to look like here for you. Ta-da! So it's going to look like this. Different name, of course. And where I am at here is I have a little penguin face. Look at that little penguin face. Look how cute. So I filled in the face. and filled in some of the earmuffs here, filled in the arm right here, and then also down and around. It's looking more like a penguin. So I am so excited. I'm so happy about this. I still want to get this one stitched by the end of June. And then I'll work on another stocking. So I can just start working through these stockings to get them done. Again, this is one that I'm doing for my sister-in-law. And this little square right here with the green scarf, that was done by my sister-in-law's mother. So just helping them out. And I am so excited that this little penguin has a face now. Very cute, very adorable. And now I feel like I'm being held accountable because this little guy needs a body now. For sure. This is also my first time that I am stitching in a Q-snap, which I do like. I do like a lot. It is not bad at all. It keeps the tension really well. And, you know, for something like this where it's on 14 count Ada, yeah, I think it works for sure. I'm not worried about it stretching or anything. Absolutely. So this is my stack of critters. It's so exciting. Oh, I do have some haul as well. I have my Year in the Woods 2, number 10, the Skunk. It came in, and I love this piece so very much. Look at the flowers. So we got the lovely pinks, and then of course we have the lovely little motifs inside the Skunk here as well. This is by Cottage Garden Samplings. Only 2 more to go left in this set. So that's kind of bittersweet right there. But I am excited to see what the next ones are going to be. And then once that's done, I should have the full set, not only for A Year in the Woods Series 1, but also A Year in the Woods Series 2. So I am very excited for that. Absolutely. And that's actually a quick one here today. That is all of my projects. So I have been focusing down on a smaller number of whips. And although I will grab out another one because I need to get in my mythology for my whip go, that pull this month was to work on a mythology piece, at least one. And I've got 2 whips that fall under that category. I have Ragnarok by Log Dog Sampler, and by the Witchy Stitcher, I have Leshy Guardian of the Woods. So I am super excited about those. I'm kind of leaning towards working on the Long Dog Sampler because it's huge. I started it last year and I don't have that much done on it. And that's another one I'm doing it with Cass, also with Dances with Floss. So, you know, she's much further along than me. So I want to at least catch up to her. I don't even have a full page done. So maybe I should work on getting a full page done. What I've done is I've chosen a lot of different colors, and a lot of those colors are variegated. So I'm doing them a single stitch at a time for at least where I'm at the moment. So there's a lot that goes into it, but at least I've since switched phones too, but you know, I have my pattern keeper and I managed to save my progress. So I didn't have to redo anything. So that was absolutely fabulous. That's for sure. And then my other whip go that I need to do this month is fully finish some of my cross stitch projects. Like even this take time is not fully finished. It's an FO. Like, yeah, could I hang it up like this and call it done? Sure. But I would really like to iron it. And then maybe put like felt or something on the back. Lace it perhaps. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And finishing it it's just another step. You know, for me, like I will stitch everything. And then if there's a lot of back stitch, I usually end up saving that. And then I'll delay. And I'm like, oh, I should work on this. And then I'll work on it. And then delay. And then I'll finish it. So I'm trying to be better at that. And to get them done sooner, especially since this year, I think this was my 5th finish. I think it's my 5th because it's been 4 months so far. I'm in the 4th month in 2026, and I believe I'm 1 ahead. So, yeah. So we'll work on that. I gotta work on that. I have a few more days left of the month. It is the 22nd, so not too many, only 8. And also this weekend is a stitchy weekend. And so I should have more progress on, at the very least, one piece. So we'll see which whip that I'm going to work on this weekend, or multiple whips. So we'll find out. But that'll have to wait until next time. So if you made it this far, go ahead and put cherry, like little cherry emojis, in the comments down below. I'd love to see if you've made it this far. Cherries for what I'm wearing, of course. I also have these mushrooms because I don't have cherry earrings yet, and I really need to get some because they're so cute. But if you like what you saw, please go ahead and give me a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and hopefully I'll have some more finishes here fairly quickly, or at least fully finished objects for the next Flosstube, which I am going to try and do, if not at the very end of the month, at the very beginning of May, because I don't want to wait another 3 weeks. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So we'll see you all next time. Remember, my cottage is always open. Happy stitching, everyone. Bye-bye.